Why don't the Dallas Cowboys want to sign Dak Prescott? Is because he doesn't produce in the playoffs. 100% bar none, that's it. We're paying you $50 million per year to lose in the playoffs. They lost to Green Bay and they got their asses handed to them. And the year before, they lost to the San Francisco 49ers. The year before that, they lost, all right? And in those times, they've had top-of-notch payroll, a lot of talent on the field, and where has that gotten them? They have realized, well, Jerry Jones has realized this quarterback is really, really good, but he's not enough to get us over the hump even with a talented, filled-out team. If you look at their free agency, they have not moved an inch. There are not a lot of incoming free agents. They have not been able to bring in free agents and sign them. The other part about it is they're still waiting to sign their top tier talent outside of Dak Prescott. Micah Parson, CeeDee Lamb, people that need to get taken care of, while other key free agents have gone out the door. Tony Pollard, and all I know is a lot of talent's gone out, not a lot of talent has gone in. So that has a lot of NFL people buzzing on what are their true intentions. Do they see themselves going for a championship run this year? Dak Prescott is really good. I want to remind everybody, there's a reason why he has a 4-year, $160 million contract, and he's getting paid $40 million per year. But with that being said, he's not vintage prime Aaron Rodgers, where you can field a team full of shit and he can still get you to playoffs or have a deep run in the playoffs. He's not Patrick Mahomes, who has won Super Bowls with a damn tight end by himself, okay, and a good defense. That is not Dak Prescott's game. He is a very good, capable quarterback that can make most of the NFL throws, not all of them, and run the football if you need to. However, when you have free agents around him, not free agents, but good teammates around him, he is not that X factor to get them to win. And the proof is in the pudding. I don't care what anybody says. They got their asses handed to them playing Green Bay. And San Francisco's always been a talented team, a boogeyman team that they can't get over in the last few years. So let's break down Dak's contract. I said he had 4 years, $160 million. It's basically $40 million a year. He's got $66 million signing bonus when he signed the deal back in 2021, and he has $126 million guaranteed over the life of the contract. That's already been paid out. Okay, there's no more guaranteed money left on his contract. They want to work it out. That what I'm saying now, or what I'm about to say, can completely change. The parties could say, "Look, let's get it signed. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be Dallas Cowboy. Dak Prescott gets it. He knows responsibility." However, again, they feel, it's my opinion, they feel, why would we pay you another $40 to $50 million per year and then overpay? We don't give a shit if the salary cap is going up when we cannot win the damn Super Bowl. We don't even have an opportunity to win the Super Bowl. So you got to look at a lot of different things that are colliding here. Dan Quinn just left. Mike McCarthy is on his last year. So where does that leave them? It's going to be a down year. Meaning it's not, who knows, maybe they won't get to the playoffs, maybe they'll be in the top 10. And a lot of scouts, a lot of analysts, a lot of NFL people are reporting they have gone into tanking this year. Meaning they don't want the number 1 pick, they may want a top 10 to top 5 pick that they can move up and select who they want. Now, they know they need a quarterback. If they let Dak Prescott go and they don't re-sign him, there's not a quarterback heavy or quarterback rich draft next year as we see. The top quarterback prospect that a lot of people are consensus on is Shedeur Sanders. They think he's going to go top 3, top 5. Coach Ron says top 4 next NFL draft. Now, I'm pretty sure Shedeur is a Dallas area kid. I'm pretty sure they know and have watched him come and know what he can do in the offense. Can he throw the ball? You damn right. He can make all the NFL throws. Does he get what it means to have all kind of responsibility with people looking at him? You damn right. You don't have to grow into that. And by the way, who is his dad? A former Cowboy, legendary Cowboy, who's in the Hall of Fame as what? Okay. So with that being said, I got another theory for you, but I'm going to get to the end of Dak really briefly. So he wants the same amount of money as an elite quarterback when they are paying him elite dollars and he hasn't been able to get over the hump. They need to bring in a quarterback that can get them to the Super Bowl, right? And how do you do that? You don't field as competitive team. That means you are going to go through the season and not win as many games. That means they're not thinking about Super Bowl. They're thinking about setting themselves up in the next season or two. If that is the case, they don't re-sign Dak and they take this record cap hit of $95 million. They're really going to have to lean in and hit on the draft. And what does that mean? We got to get the top-rated quarterback. Top-rated quarterback that can make all the throws that's coming out next year is head and shoulders Shedeur Sanders. Now there's Quinn Evers down there in Austin. There's Jalen Milroe. He's very talented. I don't think he can make all NFL throws, but he's going to be up there. But to me, the thing that has held them back, they cannot convert on third downs when they got to throw the ball. That's just bottom line. I'm sorry, Dak. You cannot make every NFL throw. I've seen so many games living in the area. I've gone down to Cowboys Stadium. I've seen it. I've seen you miss throws. They need somebody to have less missed throws. Jordan Love was able to convert against the Dallas Cowboys defense by not only running the ball. When they asked him to throw, he was on the money. When they asked him to throw that, 15-yard hitch, the ball was there early, and the receiver was there to catch it. So with that being said, they need a quarterback that can be consistent, and the margin of error gets larger for them to win the game, not shorter, not more compact. And if you want a precision quarterback that's coming out, it's only one name. Now, let me throw this out at you. So Dan Quinn left. They replaced him with who? Coach Zimmer. Coach Zimmer just came off of whose staff? Coach Prime. Now, Coach Prime has gone on a record many, many, many times saying he is not an NFL coach. He does not want to do that. He's also gone on the record he only wants his son and Travis Hunter to go to certain different places. Now, I'm pretty sure he said many times, I'm the only coach that Shedeur has known all throughout his life. Now, if there was ever an NFL opportunity that Coach Prime would entertain, it would be a team I think he knows a lot about. And I believe he knows a lot about Jerry Jones and is cool and acceptable with how the is a family business, because it's a family business out there in Colorado. Everybody there. It's a family business out there with the Cowboys. Everybody there. He knows how to fit into that dynamic. So if he's the only coach that Shedeur has ever had, why wouldn't he consider going to the NFL and continuing to be the only coach Shedeur has ever had? And then he loves the Dallas area. He wanted to take the TCU job if it was offered to him. He loves the Dallas area. That's where he lives at. And when they go home, that's where they go home to. So why not stay there? And then you can get your other son, Shiloh, who however he's going to come out, he might be a day 2 guy, day 3 guy, whatever. Why wouldn't he come to Dallas and play? And again, it's a family business. He knows how to get the most out of both of his sons on a football field. So to me, I think that's very advantageous and something to look for, especially when you get at the end of December and January. And that aspect, again, Mike McCarthy's in his last year. Why not renew his contract? Could he make the offer to Coach Prime? Then they say, look, we're going to try to go get your son in the top of the draft. If you could commit to that, or we commit to that, you'd be okay with that? He's going to turn that down? And you get however much more money? And you get to move back to Dallas? I think there's really something we really, really need to think about. Is the table set? By the way, he would be the first black head coach in Dallas Cowboys history. Why wouldn't it be Coach Prime, right? So he's big in the present, he's big in the now, all that other stuff. He doesn't really think about the next steps. And when anybody asks him, hey, are you interested in the NFL? He says no. But are you interested in an opportunity to continue to coach your sons in the NFL? I think that's a very different question. And that's something that I believe we are seeing them set the stages for. You could see it. No free agents are coming in. Coaches are leaving. People are on their last years of their contract, and they have a season where they could draft in the top 10 and then trade up to be, in the top 3 picks or the top number 1 pick. You tell me I'm crazy. I don't think I am. With that being said, a lot of shit can happen. they can eventually go off and re-sign Mike McCarthy. They can re-sign Dak. They can do very well, better than they expected. Make a deep run. I don't think this team right now is constructed as a Super Bowl team, but you never know. I don't think they got Pat Mahomes, the quarterback, but again, you never know. My last thing on this, if you're going to go into the season and not have or field a good team, a decent team to go along with Dak, why not trade him? There are a lot of teams that could use him. The Raiders can use him. The Broncos can use him. The Patriots can use him. They may use the top pick to get somebody like Drake May or whatever, but the Panthers could use him. You think Bryce Young couldn't benefit from a year or two of sitting back and learning? The Titans can use him. The Vikings can definitely use him as they try to figure out how they replace Kirk Cousins. And that really reminds me of Dante Culpepper. If you want to talk about a comp, that's who he reminds me of. So I'm just saying, if that's what y'all want to do, I don't know if that's the best avenue of going about this, but if you feel that that's going to be the path and you want Dak to go away from nothing, all you're going to get is a comp pick. Why just get a comp pick? Why not get more, especially right now, right before the draft? I'm just saying, if you're going to rebuild, you might as well rebuild. What do y'all think? Heritage Sports.